Welcome to the No More Meds podcast with Dr. Corinne Weaver. Are you stressed out because you keep getting sick and don't know what steps to take? Are you sick of not getting answers from your doctor and always needing to take drugs? How would your life be different if you were healthy? Be inspired and stay tuned for some practical solutions for healthy living.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Corinne Weaver and I am so excited to start my No More Meds movement with this podcast. You know, I have lived, I guess now 19 years drug-free, and I'm just so excited to be able to share some natural herbal remedies and the different things that I've been through without my course or my journey to health. When I was 10 years old, I lost my health, literally from that bike accident, and I started having asthma and allergy issues that I really just thought I had to deal with. You know, we were kind of raised with the belief that if we took a medication, it was going to heal us. So I'm going to give you a lot of cool tools on this podcast. And my dream is to help more and more people and parents and kids alike to be able to take care of their own health so they don't need more meds. That's really my dream. That's my vision. And I'm excited to be able to help others through this podcast. I have been in practice now for, gosh, I can't believe it. It's 15 years. And today is the first episode and it's my birthday. I am actually 40 today. So exciting. So at 21 is actually when I had my first upper cervical adjustment. And what that means is cervical means neck. And so I was actually able to breathe again after that adjustment. And that's really when I believe that my health began to improve. And I've just been able to help so many other people and kids get off medication by just allowing their brain to communicate better to their body. And that's what I'm all about, is brain to body communication. And so today we are going to talk about what 3 steps can you take today to improve your mood. You know, I just think about being a kid who was sick all the time and a parent with a sick kid. You know, it's very hard to be happy. We seem to always concentrate on the problems and not the solutions. So, you know, with this podcast, I want to be able to help you with simple steps that you can do daily to improve your mood so you don't have to go mentally insane when you're dealing with sickness. 13 years ago, my mom was diagnosed with stage 5 glioblastoma brain cancer, and she was only given 3 months to live. You know, even though we eventually did lose her to cancer, she was able to live 3 years instead of 3 months. And that was such a challenging time. And I learned a lot during that time. And one of the main things and one of the main stressors is I had to stay in a positive mental state. And that's hard to do if you have someone that you know is sick, or if you're sick, or you know someone that's going through a sickness or even cancer. How do you lift up their mood and how do you stay positive for them? Because really, where does healing come from? Healing, I believe, comes from within. You know, if we were to get a cut, or if you were to get a cut today, that cut really doesn't need anything. It has everything it needs within the body to heal that cut. So, you know, what can we do to help others overcome their sickness? It is all about that positivity and all about that good energies. And I'm going to be giving you some really good stories that's going to speak to your heart. You know, it being Valentine's Day and my birthday, I'm all about heart, and everything I see around me is hearts. And that just gives me great joy. And so I'm going to give you what you can do to motivate you to smile more. Actually, according to Forbes, smilers is what they say. Smilers exhibit lower heart rate levels. And that's just after when they complete a stressful task. So when they compared subjects of people being under stress, if they actually smiled while they were underneath that stressful task, their heart rate actually lowered. But if they didn't smile, this is hilarious. If they didn't smile in that stressful task, what happened to them is their heart rate didn't go lower. It actually went higher. So you can actually smile right now, and that can change actually within you. So my mom smiled all the time, and everyone who knew her smile, and they knew her loud laugh. And I smile a lot too. And there was a card that my mom wrote to me in 2005, and she wrote, "I see God in your smile." And my smile brought her joy. It's amazing how a simple smile, it's the little things in life that can really change your attitude in life. And we love the Elf. I don't know if you ever seen the Elf movie. My kids love to watch it, and we sometimes watch it all year long. We don't watch it just for Christmas. But Will Ferrell, he asked, why is he smiling? And he responded by saying, smiling is my favorite. So make smiling your favorite today. You know that we've already learned that smiling lowers your heart rate. It can make you feel happy inside. And I'm not going to sing to you, but there's a song from Annie. You probably have heard it. You never fully dress without a smile. Okay, so that's my last little song for you. But I want to just express gratitude, every week, and really every day of the week. If you want to encourage writing down at least 7 things that you're grateful for. So, we talked about smiling, but the second thing I really like is writing in a gratitude journal. I was just talking to a patient just yesterday, and she got, had a really bad relationship, and she just got out, and, she had that relationship for over 10 years, and she's out of this relationship now, and she's trying to figure out who she is. And she was just kind of in this state of like, I don't know who I am. I put all my energy and knowing this person, and now that person's out of my life. And so I just encouraged her. In fact, I gave her a gratitude journal, and I told her, all right, this journal, everything that goes into this journal has to be something positive. It cannot be anything negative. So writing in a journal can actually really change your mind and change your way of thinking. And I love to listen to uplifting music. And you guys know my aunt, it's Olivia Newton-John, and my favorite song of hers is called Grace and Gratitude. And she would actually come to my mom's log cabin, my mom when she was suffering with brain cancer. And she would massage her feet, and she would sing that song, Grace and Gratitude. And the act of expressing gratitude can be healing for your soul. So if you're sick right now, and, if my mom had stage 5 glioblastoma brain cancer, and she had something to be thankful for, I believe all of us have something to be thankful for. It's the little things. And even children, I say, if they can't write words yet, they can draw pictures. And my kids have gratitude journals that they actually do beautiful images that they create in there. And if my mom had that horrible cancer and she wrote in her gratitude journal almost every day, that's something right now that I would like for you guys to do, is smile and get that gratitude journal. The last thing I want to talk about is breathing. And if you know me, then you'll know that I talk about breathing a lot. And we just do not take the time to take deep breaths. We're always on the go. And I understand I have 3 kids and I'm constantly taking them here and there. But the good thing about this step of breathing is it doesn't take a lot of time. And all you need is a pair of lungs and a few minutes a day to take a deep breath. We're going to do that right now. So take a deep breath through your nose. And then I want you to breathe out through your nose. You can train yourself to take deep belly breaths throughout the day. And the more you take deep breaths, the more natural that kind of deep, easy breathing becomes. When you have better control of your breathing, you can lower your blood pressure and help your body de-stress. Now realize when you're under a lot of stress, it's very hard sometimes to control your breath. So practice deep breathing now so you can have better control when stress hits. And believe me, it's going to hit, right? So my mom, when she had cancer, when I would go visit her, we would lay on her bed, and she was paralyzed on her left side. And so we would lay in bed together, and we would take deep breaths together. So lay down with your spouse, lay down with your kids. It will help your body to relax. A lot of times people just can't sleep because their brain doesn't feel like it's in a safe place. So doing some deep breathing today, smile as much as you can, and write in that gratitude journal. I hope that this podcast is going to speak to you and you can wake up every morning with a purpose. Because what I do every day, I feel like is a calling, and I give God the glory for allowing His gifts to work through me. I do believe in miracles because I get to see them every day. I want you guys to have a wonderful day, and remember, keep breathing.
Thanks for listening to the No More Meds podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share your favorite episodes with your family and friends, or at least leave a review on iTunes or Stitcher. The content and opinions expressed are those of the host and presenters. They are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Product statements have not been evaluated by the FDA.